Hello. Hello, everyone. Looks like... I'm wondering if this is actually coming through. Seem to have a little bit of a delay here on my thing. Okay. Looks like there might even be an entire 30-second delay. Oh my goodness. But I think we're good. Hi, Kitty Dreamer. Hey, Zencat. Good to see you. So guys, last night I was listening to some light language activations. Zencat, your thumbnail gave me Starseed chills. Yeah, well, I have a channeled message for you guys today. I received it this morning. Last night, I knew the message was coming in. I was listening to some light language galactic activations from someone who I am going to be having on the podcast very, very soon. Hi, Crystal Butler. So basically, this morning I woke up and I went and sat down with my computer and just allowed the message to come through. So I'm going to be giving you guys that message. I've created it and put it into video format for you. So I will be playing it for you shortly. Hey, Derek. Hey, Lisa. Before I get into the channeled message from the Pleiadians about the high voltage Starseed awakening, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm really excited. I just got off a call today with actually one of you in my alchemy program, and we're going to be bringing you guys something really special on a weekly basis. But we're gonna kick it off for the 1221 portal. And without going into too many details, I will say that we're going to help activate your DNA technology on a weekly basis. And it's something that you guys can all participate in, and I'm really excited. For you guys in my alchemy program, you might get a sneak peek. You guys will be sneak peek guinea pigs potentially, but you won't find out more of that until later this week. You will find out more of that later this week. For everyone who would like to be part of my alchemy program, the link to join is in the description below. We meet once a month, and I've got a private Discord for all of you, plus guided meditations, timeless readings, and tons of other stuff. So let's see. You know, we are in such unprecedented times. There is so much going on. And I don't know about you guys, but I am feeling constantly activated. And it's starting, after getting this message today from the Pleiadians, I'm starting to understand that many of us are undergoing some deep activations in our sleep. And the more that we put ourselves out there in the public, the more, and when I say public, I don't mean you necessarily have to be on a platform like I am right now, but I mean just making yourself visible to your friends, to your family, to whoever, in some capacity, even if it's just one other person who you're kind of letting your gift shine, you're letting yourself out more. It is deepening your own activations. It is activating not just you, but the person you're sharing it with. And this is going to come through in the activation. So, or I should say in the channeled message. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this message for all of you. And then we'll talk about it after it's done. Okay. It's about a 3.5 minute message. And oh, wow, Susan, a huge flash of light woke me up last night. Wow. Interesting. Hey, Cobalt Hummingbird. Okay, guys, let's get into your channeled message. I'm going to turn my mic off here so that you guys can get the full experience. And you guys can let me know how you feel once the message is over. We come to you today to inform you that many star seeds are activating across the planet in high volumes. There is help on the way. Codes held within the DNA are lighting up with their galactic access now online. Transmissions are received in the dream state to assist in this awakening. The darkness fades as each new star seed lights up in their galactic activation for this current time on Earth. This will be very difficult to slow down for those that wish for humanity to remain asleep. We liken it to a game of whack-a-mole. It is why so many of you hold different codes and are activated at different times. There is a divine plan and orchestration to this process that to some may seem slow or not enough. As your healing continues on the inner plane of your existence, your field is inspiring the healing of the planet on the outer plane of your existence. Each of you holds a key for activation at any given time for others as they engage with your light. And more keys are made available as you awaken to deeper truths held within your cellular knowing. A remembrance is in play at speeds not currently experienced across this planet since ancient times. Ancestors are helping you to remember. This is an unstoppable event. It's part of the destined timeline humanity finds itself in. The switch has been flipped. The light cannot go out. There will be no cut to the power source that can dim the voltage of the Starseed awakening. Keep connecting with one another. Bring your light into the public eye in whatever way you can. Your activations are part of the plan to help others awaken, and holding yourself back will be the only factor that slows this down. However, it cannot be stopped. You will find the courage deep within the bowels of your own fear, no matter what. These activations are part of your soul mission. Keep turning the voltage of your light up. There is a greater power source that you have access to, but in order to be able to withstand this power, you must be strong in your own faith, your own healing, and your own ability to hold a love force field that does not waver under the forces of separation. This will be available to each of you as you continue forward with courage to face the darkness and embrace it first within yourself and then within the world. Continue grounding your light and take comfort in knowing many other Starseed brothers and sisters are activating to walk alongside you in this beautiful transition towards the new Earth timeline for humanity. All right, guys. I was just watching it from my phone, and there seems to be about a 30-second delay from the live chat to here. So just so you guys know. So I know that I'm just going to kind of give you guys a little time here to jump in. So powerful message for all of us. Many starseeds are awakening across the planet right now. Many of our brothers and sisters are coming online. Our technology, our starseed technology is activating. For some of us, initiating for the first time. For others of us, it's deepening in its deepening in its awakening. So there's a lot to be excited about at this time. And I want you all to be excited during this time, because right now when you turn on the TV or you turn on YouTube or you turn on the radio, it can feel kind of gloomy, and it can feel kind of like, even those who I follow, a lot of them come across like there's a really big challenge ahead of us to have this win for humanity. And it's not that they're saying it's impossible, but they're saying it's almost like everyone's acting like it's really slim odds. And I want to tell you all, I really do not see slim odds for us at all. And that is because there's so much truth coming to the surface, and that means that so much truth is coming online for all of us. When we awaken to the deeper truths within us, we awaken to the grander truths within the universe and beyond, which means we reach more access to our starseed heritage, all of those abilities. So there's a lot of us coming online right now, and what's important from that message is to understand that every time you use one of your gifts, whether it's just trusting it in the moment and going with it and believing it, whether it's discussing it with someone else, sharing your experiences, you hold the codes to activate another. And each of us holds unique codes within us. I hold codes that are activating all of you, just as you in the chat are activating all of us as well. There's not one of us is less important than the other. So this is a time to really step up and not hold yourself back. The Starseed awakening can be slowed down. However, that's only by the choice of allowing fear to keep you from your light being turned on. Now, high voltage starseed awakening is possible here and happening. And I keep seeing these flickers of light happening across the planet as more starseeds come online. Remember that there is a vibrational sequence that when turned on together, makes all of the things that feel impossible possible. So there's nothing to be fearful of at this time. In fact, it's quite a time of rejoice. And I would dare to say that many of us should be in that frequency of rejoice, because it will only stimulate the energy in the direction of the timeline we're all currently working with. So that is my message from the Pleiadians today. Seem to be coming out more. Crystal, wow, beautiful, tearing up. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Derek, you loved it. Hummingbird, I was pulled to sing with the first half of that. Oh, how cool. And Kathleen, you made it. Yay. And oh, Matthew, look at you. Matthew, our future Sedona mayor in the house. Wow. Good to have you here. So guys, there's a lot happening. There's a lot to be excited about. And I don't see this, I don't know. I don't see this getting darker. It's not that I don't see challenges ahead, but I don't see this getting darker. Perhaps there will be moments in time where there'll be eruptions of chaos. However, any of us who are familiar with timeline collapsing, which I talked about in one of my videos the day after the election, that oftentimes we see chaos as the timeline is collapsing, the old timeline. So don't be fearful of the chaos. Embrace it. Know that change is coming, and we can empower ourselves through that. Susan, why are there so few male starseeds? Oh, I beg to differ, my dear friend. I know quite a few male starseeds. In fact, what I think is that a lot of the male starseeds are there, but I think there's been a, I find this is what I find from my own experience. So don't take this to heart. This is just my own experience. But I find that the men or the male starseeds are a little slower in their awakening process. Not all. This is a generalization. So don't take this as like a blanket statement for all. Because to awaken means you must first be in tune with the divine feminine energy. And that's been really suppressed through the male population for a very, very long time. However, as the males begin to awaken, I find they do make a leap, almost like a quantum leap, that females tend to take a little longer too. I find because of the masculine energy of clarity and direction and focus, that once they grasp it, they can actually take off with it in different ways. That doesn't mean that female starseeds can't. I'm just kind of just from the way the energies are. I know some male starseeds who don't even have full awareness of their intuitive abilities, but their power is so strong, they're just not fully aware of it yet. But that awareness is coming in. Things are starting to turn on. I'm seeing things happen where there are so many synchronicities, it's so hard to ignore. No one can ignore them any longer. So, yeah. Patrick, we also don't chat much on the internet in groups. Yeah. So I think sometimes too, this kind of came up in the alchemy group this week, that I think maybe some of the male starseeds may be interested in certain topics that are a little bit different than what the female starseeds tend to gravitate towards. Initially, I think we're generally all interested in very similar topics, but I think what kind of comes up into the desire of learning may be a little bit different, which is totally normal. It's totally understandable and to be expected, to be quite honest. Men and women think and feel differently. We are biologically different, so there are some differences there, and to be expected. Lisa, yes, I have been in such a state of joy, rejoicing. All of this stuff is elementary to me, but I feel it and love where I am. That alone is enough for me to rejoice. Yeah, girl. Elementary. Yeah, I was like, what is elementary? Elementary, yeah. And Ben Hull, heck yes to the male starseeds. We are coming online more and more. I see it all around me. It's just taken a bit longer for guys to break out of that societal program to embrace who they are. Yes, exactly. And I see so many, and I'm so proud of all of you, male and female starseeds, who are starting to step forward and really kind of shine your light on the world in different ways. My conversation that I had with one of you, I'm not going to say who yet, but you're in the live chat. The conversation I had with you today about what we're going to be bringing forward for everyone to help activate Starseed DNA further, give you something tangible to work with, to activate the actual body as well as your intuitive senses. I'm really excited. She's really bringing forward not just her knowledge of what she's learned, but she's really coming into her own power, and I'm really excited. And this is what's happening with more and more of you, even because in my alchemy program, I get to talk with you guys more often. It's a little bit more of an intimate group, and we're quite active in the Discord chat that's private. I'm starting to see many of you starting to turn your gifts into a business or a way to help the world that is in alignment with who you are. And that excites me. That really excites me. So, Derek, tease. Yeah, well, gotta tease a little bit. There's so much great stuff here. Guys, this week on my podcast of Enlighten Up, I have David Rodriguez joining me. Once again, I had him on in May when his video first went viral, and he's going to be joining me again this Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I hope to see you guys there. And if you are going through some difficult times or you're needing help activating your own gifts, if you'd like to work with me one-on-one, you can. All the information to book a session with me is down below. And stay tuned for more great stuff. I have so many things. I have a few things in the fire that I'm really excited to bring out to you guys. And there's just a lot to be excited about. You guys, let your creative juices flow. Let the divine work through you. Let what activations and downloads are coming through in your dream state to take shape and form in this real life. There's a lot to be excited about at this time. As we're winding down the year of 2020, we've got lots to look forward to. We've got this beautiful eclipse on the 30th. We have the 12/12 portal coming up. We also have the 12/21 portal, which is the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction, the Great Conjunction, which is very auspicious. All right, guys, so lots to look forward to. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed the channeled message, and I'll be back with you guys real soon.